cousin. His mom, it was a fiasco. Somebody infected one of the twins, and they had you. And the crazy one died when the healthy one that had you died. So you have like this weird going on Teddy Swims because they were twins. The one had a baby, a singular baby, being you. They both died. So like wham, bam, 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 bam. Plus whatever happened to the father. You're a fucking orphan. This is where you lived. Kind of awkward. You're a baby. You don't think much about that shit. You're not vain. You haven't learned that maybe these people are sketchy because their house is shit quite just yet. Then I'm trying to teach you my name. Before you leave, just make sure you know. It's Amber Lynn. But my famous name is going to be Lynn Gunn. Because I always pop the gun at people because I'm a cheesy, funny one. Corny. And you never could find me. And you can never remember which, like, kind of sort of rundown house with, like, a lot of foliage was your home. And you wanted to find us so bad. And that is so soulful, because how I found you was I went when I was texting on my phone, and you're like, I can see your big smile from behind because you're like kind of walking like on the other side of the sidewalk, and when you're young those sidewalks are pretty big. And I was like no assault here. I just have no place to live because we need two. And it's he's like, I get it. I know who you are, actually. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you are. And I was like, oh, you're probably one of the orphans that lived at my house. He's like, yes, but Owen knows me too. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So he let me rent in his basement with him. So I recently, I don't know how recent that was, like, but I stretched his ears for him. Like the peg that you just go. I was eating peas. Didn't wash my hands. But yeah, it's going good. Except for you can see the skin is blistering. That's a skin blister. So it's really tight. Because it's not popping. This is probably the biggest I'll ever be able to go. And I did go this big, but I was shorter. So it didn't stay. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm not fuck with that. Why do I show people my bamps? Anyway. Mark played a lot of games when he was young. By accident, of course. He just did. That's what he's doing. That's how he's jiving. That's what he's up to. That was his reggae. I love him so much. Like, not that I don't love Teddy Swims so fucking much, too. It's just that with all the orphans that went through here, getting, like, you ended up with my family, or, like, a family friend, if you went through here. That's the whole thing. And they thought our, like, prideful, heavy demeanors and statures and all that was really healthy for these types of babies. Usually we're a family. So anyway, Mark is the boyfriend. He's just obviously very insecure and can't come around for whatever's blocking him mentally or spiritually or soulfully. It's not allowing him to gravitate. Oh my god, is that even like a pimple? Let's see if it squishes. Oh, what does it matter? It happens sometimes when you're stretching, but I pick because I started that recently, actually, within 3 years. Just got sick of the fucking acne. Get off me! Yeah. But Mark would be like, I am your boyfriend. I am your cousin. I am your boyfriend, boyfriend, cousin, boyfriend. And he's like, ugh. And he was figuring out who he was. And we were the same fucking age, but I did that with my parents before he, like, woke up or got dropped off by his counselor or, like, what the fuck have you, right? So I was, like, completely normal about it. And he's like, why the fuck are you normal about me? That was so weird. How didn't I just figure it out? I was like, yeah, everybody just, like, about life, everything about it, we just know it in the flick of a snap of a finger. Trying to cheer him up. So anyway, that's the boyfriend. He probably will only have time when I'm, like, deployed or something. I'm gonna say goodbye. That's what it's always been with Mark, really, ever since he was, like, I don't know, 14. Not even 14. I'm going hunting. Do you want to come with me? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And pretty soon, it's going to be like all motherfucking severance. And I am not going to work at all. Because I have bone marrow arthritis, is what they're starting to think. And that's why. Eventually, you thought I didn't care. I wasn't excited that you're not worth it. That I didn't love you. I know we're never boyfriend, girlfriend when we're kids. How the fuck do you think about that when you're kids? But anyway. Yeah. Because it flares up and it seems to be getting deeper, the pain, and I get worse, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you off if I can. So much about it, not to me, but love me, yeah. Probably caused a massive fucking heart attack. Yeah, the military tries to explain it to me. They're like, maybe it's just like really bad lactic acid. So we're gonna try. I got a note from Stacy. Magnesium citrate. I need some jujubes. Oh, heavy. That was fucking heavy. I can't chew on the side. That's from biting my teeth, I think. The military is about knowing that you have an anxiety and explaining it, because nobody's going to understand fuck all in the military, because they don't want to be like, they can teach you a bit, like, oh, maybe you have anxiety. Maybe that's why you thought you should join a more peaceful corps. And anyway, now I got a sugar rush that I actually need, so just hold on. Oh shit. I just swallowed it. I had to guess to me on the roof of my mouth. It's about like acknowledging that you don't feel well, working on helping you feel better. Like bringing the success to how much better you've gotten. Teaching you if like you really aren't thinking about it and you seem to complain about it like 5-10 times. Like my sore bones. Maybe it's just lactic acid. Thank you. Okay. Because I was told my entire life I was abused by teachers and doctors. I really was. But they were long gone a long time ago, but it just stuck with me a little bit. And it was never my main teacher. Like, the principal never let me down. Just a random hack of bullshit from substitutes. I always went like this to substitutes ever since then. I got my foot smashed. I had to get reconstructive surgery on my foot. No. But she said she did. Fucking bitch. Go to jail. You need to learn your P's and Q's. You're not traumatized. What do you mean? Like, I'm all knocked out. My foot's squished. Just got home from the army. A bitch. I know. Right? You can say you squished my foot. Because you're the same bloodline and it actually makes sense. Well, you're the same bloodline. You're born right. You're raised right. You actually make sense. Okay? I'm not picking on you. You're on this bitch. Who is mad? She got kicked out of the army or something. Had to be a teacher. Because it was like grade 3, 4. All the higher up teachers are armed forces. Higher up grades. I ramble about this all the time because I'm completely alone. Yeah, so anyway, well, I'm proud of myself as a point of the story. Because the analytical story, that's what I saw. As long as I'm feeling fine today because I've been eating the chips since yesterday. I forget. Because my stomach doesn't want to deal with it. Okay. Yeah. I just proud of myself for joining the military after my bones got infected. I don't need them anymore. I'm fine. Ow. Be hearing the planes fly by. I drank. Hearing the planes fly by. I was trying to make it like adorable. Flying ply is an empty plane. No cargo. No combat. Soldiers. No passengers. No stock. When I met Ryan Gjortsen, my uncle, at a party, I couldn't tell which one it was because he still looked really youthful. He looked good. Yeah, I'm not very judgmental either, so I was like, "Are you the uncle of mine, or are you the kid that we well, I said rescued. I think I would have said back in those days. The kid we rescued. Well, it wasn't my kid. I'm definitely your uncle. I was like, okay. But A kid. I said, it's just not a kid. Or are you just the other kid we forgot about? We forgot about a kid. He must have died or something. Now I feel like a dumbass because then I remember as I'm talking. He's working in the military for a short time. I'm not sure where the fuck he was going. He's not a jailbird. He's a doctor in Vancouver. Josh or Scott? Scott. Sweet, I didn't want to fuck over kids. I was so anal retentive. It was about time I was gonna blow. Don't fuck him up. Don't do anything wrong. Be good. Keep clothes on. Blah, 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 right? Like, fucking make sure you're eating right. Warn on the right behind the food. Pull it out if you see it. I don't know what the fuck I do without my mom and dad. I'm so different. Go to my uncle and aunties and break the ice with a paper slingshot in the face. I've always said that is probably what I do. Like, say I never knew Mitch and Tracy. But I was an orphan at their place. Because that's how their precaution would have got you to do it. Be a paper, bundle of paper and a slingshot in the face. Like a little slingshot too. Like this side. Yeah. Cohen, he was dancing around all happy. He's like, I swear I'm happy. And I was like, bang, 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 in his feet. Like, not tripping him, just falling on his feet. And then he's like, and he just put his foot gently on mine. He's like, you have really nice feet. I was like, aw. Thanks, bud. Because he wasn't squishing my foot and he's almost my size. And he's like 11 or 10. Marina's dad is ginormous. And that's his mom who passed away. And his grandparents don't have time for him. So he's trying to learn figure out how to learn to love work. Because he realizes that's all he got. I'm on severance. I don't even like being at home. There's stress severance, so I might go back. And you get like no time with somebody who's like majorly disabled. Like, you don't make friends with them, you can't. So it's quite lonely. And you talk to staff and then they get disturbed. They get like interrupted and disturbed. And then it seems like jealousy, and it kind of is. And then they want to hunt you or something because they want to feel like prove to them that you're cool, that you're good, even though you're like blanked out walking around. And we startled you. Can't do anything at work, maybe. And I've been noticing that I'm like, why don't you just like not? Well, I could try to not. But I'm also obsessed with the idea that I should be happier. That's a good obsession, I guess, but it can be toxic. I haven't even begun to show you. I didn't care about being this happy before. This is like I want to be too happy. In a way that I could drive myself to just not acknowledge people around me, and like when I have time, I'm not gonna even take up some time to sit with them. But it happened, so it's okay. It's turning around, but at the same time, it's going awful. It's a fucking vodka, and surprisingly, it's not sambuca that does anything bad to me, and it's not gin, and like It's not tequila. Rum, it fucking instantaneously like makes me want to drop to the floor in pain. I can't drink rum or vodka. But I haven't drank for 2 days. I might drink tonight. So I'll get scared of it. I was never scared of it. I was never scared of the teachers knowing that I drink when school is about to be over. Like, how'd you figure something out? And I was like, how did I figure something out? I was like, well, I hate the bus. It's so bumpy. Holy fuck, the roads out here are so bad too. Like, you've seen videos of kids flying over the seat. That's real. That's real. It happens. Kids die on school buses because of legislation that you should be very responsible if you decide to ram into, and your family should be responsible, and your peers, etc., etc., if you hurt somebody, like crash into a school bus or run over a kid that's getting off the bus. That's why we don't have seatbelts. Plus, that big of a thing, how are you supposed to put shocks on it? Have seatbelts. Yeah, I used to drink just so I'd feel better on the way home of the school bus. And I wasn't 16 till the summer. What is it? Like the summer before the last year, like. And I was taking driving lessons. Like, they'd pick me up from the school, but I had to pay for them myself. I started getting really motion sick, and you're not allowed to stop at McDonald's on driving lessons. And I was like, well, how else am I supposed to get fucking McDonald's to calm my stomach? Like, props to fucking McDonald's. I get McDonald's every motherfucking time we drive by it because, like, once a town trip, maybe twice, depending how long we're in town. It's a fucking car sick. Like, stop this bus kind of shit. Like, I'm holding on to shit just trying to get my stomach not to come out my fucking throat. Yeah. Severance. It's probably just stress severance. I think I can do without the fucking... I'm not doing good at it anyway. And maybe while I'm there... Oh, you can't do that. I should save my money. I should start saving my money. I can start saving my money. I want to be a university high school teacher. I did the university thing. Now I need to like upgrade my social studies history, learn like the current events, mumbo jumbo and lingo jingo shit. Like the channel. That's the only problem. Like, I know how to read the news still, like when you're watching it, read it, because you have to read it when you're watching it. You have to like psychically do this gambling man thing. You know how to do it. I just can't afford the channel. No, like, in all sincerity, it's just fucked. But I want to be a history teacher, like university level in high school. I wanted to be Mr. Beauregard. I kind of really did. I think I was cool. The coffee need was so real. I figured it out in science class just before grade 12 graduation. I figured it out for like university grad class. And just as I finished, Gita and another nurse that like died. She like went missing, I think. Somebody kidnapped her. You need to drink more coffee. You're gonna be so fucking tired. We're gonna fucking sue you. And I was like, oh, I got the job? They're like, this information is sent to. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I worked so many odd jobs, like sucking my thumb, crying. Till I got a fever. Had to go into the hospital just to get an IV. They made me work and I wasn't even well yet. Pissed me off. But it's fucking sweet when you got clients there. Because clients are smarter. But anyway, I had a whole thing talking about Resolved. I felt like that for a long fucking time. Like, battered by wanting, not wanting, needing, not needing. I'll be okay. I still work, not at the hospital. I still work. So that's cool. They're trying to help me because I just don't know what the fuck they're going to do to me. I can't do counseling classes. They were kind of thinking I could just... I don't even want to admit it. What am I going to do with my life? I'm so fucking miserable. This is like I said, a big table and be like a big honcho. My phone did some weird shit. Let's see what's happening. I like knew this. Because and someone missing and it's a murder case now. I know what my next job is, and I'm just loathing it. Big job, little time. I was dealing with a patient, and I was like, I want to call the Air Force. Is what I did. Because I was just, there's a weird, like, gargling. And, like, his eyes were almost, like, falling out of his head. Wait, what am I supposed to say? Did you eat a fucking kid? So I just called the fucking Air Force. And they have the ultraviolet heat ray fucking detector. Because if you ate human, it will be, like, a certain temperature, approximately. Fascist regime! Healing all Federates. I shouldn't say that, should I? God, that makes me paranoid because it's so real. And then there's just people with glaucoma, like my grandpa. I understand that one. That's the cutest fucking thing in the world. Glaucoma. I almost got glaucoma. I might be starting to.
Have a boy.
Why did I do it all of a sudden?
Really typing up a
Anyway, I have problems, and I might have all these problems because of the heretics of my genetics. The genetics. Not usually judgmental, so whatever, beach.